Now, if you're a young working professional with just a monthly income of $6,000 per month and you are looking to kickstart your private property ownership journey, then come and check out this one beta here with us at the Florence Residences,
asking under 850k.
Let's go. Welcome to the unit. So before that, let's talk more about the project specs here. We are here at the Florence Residences, which is a mega development. What do I mean by that? You have 1,410 units in total spread across 1 betas all the way up to a 5 beta unit type. And within a mega development, there are 3 key benefits for you as a buyer. So the very first one is that you're going to get a lower MCST fee because there are a lot more units to share around the costings. This 1 beta, the MCST fee is just only at $205 per month. And that's important for you to take note, especially if you're an investor, because you do want to keep your cash outlay on the minimal every month to make that return on investments. And the second key benefit of owning a mega development is that you're going to get tons of facilities. So for example, within the Florence Residences itself, there are 128 facilities spread across this entire site plan. And the Florence Residences is also one of the largest site area you can find in the entire D19 area. And more importantly, this is also one of the newest projects you can find. So this TOP just back in 2023, and we have 99 years starting from 2018. So you still have a super long runway ahead, especially if you're thinking about exiting in the future. You don't really have to worry about list decay because this is one of the newest projects you can find in the entire area. What that means also is that you're going to get brand new facilities in the entire development. You're also going to get a pretty well-maintained and brand new condition in terms of the unit itself, saving you on renovations. So the third key benefit is that you're going to get a high level of transaction volume, and that is important for you if you're looking for a capital appreciation, because this is one of our key factors in our PRB mode analysis. Right, starting in from your main door, this is a 484 square feet 1 beta, nicely sized. Let's take a look at the floor plan. You have your open kitchenette together with your living dining that leads towards your nice balcony that enjoys a nice private view as well. You have one good sized bedroom as well as one bathroom that is already connected in a Jack and Jill fashion. Right, so coming in from your main door itself, you're directly greeted with your open kitchenette, so you can see that everything in terms of condition is still extremely well maintained because the TOP was just back in like 2023. So in terms of condition, this is less than 2 years old. That also means that you really do not need to spend too much in terms of renovations. You have like your built-in fridge, your freezer here as well. You have a really nice sink with your induction cooker, hood and hob. You also have your built-in oven. So technically, you already have everything here for you. You just need to get in like your movable furniture like the sofa, your TV, and your bed, and you're good to set in here already. So on the flip side, towards this corner, this is also where you have your washer cum dryer placement. Perhaps if you like to free up some space here, maybe you want to change this into your formal dining area. Perhaps you can do like a built-in countertop here with a 4-seater seating and maybe even like a bar countertop here. Then what you can do is to potentially move this washer cum dryer outside towards the balcony area because you already have an electrical point as well as a water point situated right outside. So you already have like all your lightings as well as the ceiling fan nicely installed. But of course, let's say if you're buying this for an own stay angle, you want to do up your renovations, feel free to change around the entire setup as well. So over here right now, we have placed in a 3-seater sofa. But of course, if let's say you want a little bit more space, you can either go with a 2-seater sofa setup, or if you love a 3-seater setup, I think this is also perfect. You still have ample space for your dining table set right along that corner as well. You still have a very nice distance away from your main TV panel wall along that side. And now let's head on out towards the balcony where I'm going to show you the views of this home, which is also another key highlight of this unit here. So within the Florence Residences itself, there are 3 main facings that you can find. So the first one is towards the main road area itself. So of course, that's going to give you a nice distance away from all your neighbors, but that might come with some level of road noise. The second one is that you do have an internal facing. Maybe you're facing towards the pool or towards a neighboring tower. And the third one is facing towards Anderson Serangoon JC, together with some levels of landed views. And this is exactly where we are facing right now. So in the entire development, there are only 3 stacks out of the entire 12 stacks of the 1 betas that are facing towards this facing. So primarily, it's all north facing. So that also means that in the unit, there is no western sun exposure. We are facing towards this really nice quiet view. So because this is a school zoning and that's a landed zoning, that also means that all your plot ratio is almost maxed out. They are not going to increase in terms of height level, and that's going to protect your views as well as serenity for this unit here. Alright, so I think that this balcony is really a good size because let's say if you want to have your alfresco dining set, then this is a perfect size for it as well. You can also do your laundry here, or you can just be like a chill out corner. And I think what you can also do to weatherproof this entire area is to install zip tracks that are coming down from both panels. So maybe when it's raining, you can just always pull down the zip tracks and still enjoy the entire space. And in terms of location, the Florence Residences is in a very sweet spot because we are right smack in between two MRT stations. We have Kovan MRT station as well as Hougang MRT station. They are both maybe just about 12 to 15 minutes walk away if you choose to walk. If not, you can always just take the shuttle bus that is provided right within the development itself to both of the MRT stations. Or you can also take the public transport that's just maybe about 2 to 3 bus stops away. And of course, from the Northeast line, it's perfect because Northeast line is going to take you all the way to Dhoby Ghaut in less than 30 minutes. So what that also means for you is that if you're connecting towards town, less than 30 minutes by your train travel time, you will be in town. And that also means that if people are looking for a rental play here, the Florence Residences is also located pretty close towards town. So that also means that you have a tenant pool coming from the CBD area. Otherwise, we also have tenant pools coming in from like the Tai Seng industrial area. You also have tenant pools coming from the nearby Ang Mo Kio Industrial Park area, as well as the newly opened Punggol Digital District. So for those of you who are not too familiar, Hougang and Kovan is home to a lot of good food because these are matured estates. So within Hougang itself, you already have your Hougang Mall. You can find all your shopping amenities right along there. That's also linked to your bus interchange. And in future, what's very exciting, and the new GLS there for the mixed development usage is already confirmed. That's just going to wait for the bidding to start. And why that's important for you as a potential buyer, because if you take a look at how the integrated or how the mixed development prices have been climbing. So for example, the latest launch at Parktown Residences in Tampines, that is already doing about 2004 odd PSF for a brand new integrated project. And of course, for the one bidders there, naturally they are already transacting at the 1.1 M range and above. And if we translate that towards where Hougang GLS is coming, so I think that the mixed development is going to be very exciting. That is likely going to see at least similar sort of pricing benchmark or even higher. And that's going to give you a level of disparity towards the resale counterparts, especially here at the Florence Residences, which we'll dive more into the pricing later on. And at Kovan MRT, you can also find like Heartland Mall, and the entire Upper Serangoon Road is also filled with all your F&B shop houses. You have a lot of cafes, you have restaurants, you have like supper food. So all kind of foods for you to choose from in this entire area. Alright, now let's check out the bedroom. So welcome to your main bedroom itself. So in this bedroom, you can already fit in a queen size bed. If you want to do a king, that's also no issue. So you have a very comfortable bedroom size. You also have 2 panels of window for natural ventilation. So you do get to enjoy this quiet facing here with lots of privacy as well. And towards the left panel, that's where you can find your built-in wardrobe, 2 panels of wardrobe space. You also have another nook for all your additional accessories. And of course, behind that door, that's also where you have your Jack and Jill set up towards the bathroom. Alright, so inside your bathroom, you already have your standing shower set nicely fitted in. All your tiles, your floor tiles, wall tiles are nicely done up already. I do not think that you need to spend too much in terms of renovations, unless of course you have your own personal design in mind. You already have your WC as well as the sink, and of course there's a lot of storage spaces for you at the bottom as well as the top behind all these mirrors. So now we're going to break down the numbers on how you can afford this beautiful 1-bedroom here at the Florence Residences with just a monthly income of $6,000. So firstly, let's take a look at the number of supply that you can find in terms of listings that's
under the 850k mark
in the entire Singapore for a 1-bedroom. So if you do a quick search on Property Guru, what you'll notice is that there are about 900 listings available for such a filter. But the interesting thing is to take note, the moment you are looking for something that is much newer, you want something that has better condition, you want something that is newer in terms of facilities, and something that has a nicer, healthy, balanced list ahead that's just going to ensure that longevity in terms of your exit plan, because maybe you do want to stay here for the next 5 or 10 years. Maybe you even want to hold this for a longer term. Then you want to take note of the balance list because that's going to be very important in terms of your exit strategy. So right now, if you're going to add in an additional filter of the build year, meaning to say something that's just completed in the last 5 years. So if you set the filter at a build year of 2020 and above,
immediately the number of units is going to drop to 200 only in the entire market.
And of course, that's going to include a lot of duplicate listings also. So what that's going to show you is that in terms of supply, for something that is newer,
under the price point of 850k, it's getting extremely rare in Singapore.
So I think that this is an excellent opportunity for you to kickstart your private home journey if you have been thinking about owning your very own private home for the longest time.
So assuming at the full asking price of 849k here, and you're taking up the 75% loan with an interest rate of 2.5% across the next 30 years, your monthly installment will be in the range of 2,515 odd.
Remember, your MCST here is on the lower end, so your monthly MCST here is just about $205.
So in total, your monthly outlay is just at $2,720 odd. That also puts your entire monthly outlay under the 2,800 ranges.
And if you're working, you're earning about 6K a month, that also means that your CPF OA contribution per month should be at 1,380. And not forgetting, if let's say you are going to rent this place out, right now the rental here are transacting between like 2,007 all the way up to 3,002. So let's say you rent this out at just $2,800. Take $2,800 plus your monthly CPF OA. So that's going to give you a total income of $4,180 per month, which you can then use to offset your monthly outlay.
That's also going to leave you with an additional positive cash flow of $1,459 per month.
I think it's an extremely good investment opportunity in today's market, especially at the way that property prices are moving towards. So naturally, in terms of owning property as a form of investment, we are already moving towards the capital growth model. However, this particular unit here still allows you to enjoy both a capital appreciation model as well as a rental yield model. Yeah, so to sum up, if you are looking for an investment point of view, I think this is a perfect opportunity for you to convert your CPF into cash as well because of the positive cash flow you will get to enjoy in this particular unit. But let's say you are planning this for your own stay and you have been renting for the longest time or so, then this is also going to make perfect sense for you because right now, whatever that you're paying in terms of your monthly installment is going to contribute towards your principal growth as well. So technically, when you sell off this particular property, you're going to be able to recoup all these investments that you have initially put in as well versus let's say you are planning to rent. In terms of rental, of course, that's naturally all an expenses throughout and you're not going to get back any form of money through that. So with just 6,000 in terms of your monthly income, you're a young working professional, so I think that this is a perfect home for you to kickstart your home ownership journey here in Singapore. So coming back to where we are located, in the heart of D19, there are a lot of exciting transformations to come. So first of all, we've already talked about the Hougang GLS in terms of the mixed development that's going to come out. That's going to set a new pricing benchmark, giving you that cushioning effect in terms of the price disparity towards the resale here at Florence Residences. And of course, secondly, if you take a look at what's going to happen at the entire Paya Lebar airbase, that's going to be moving out at the year 2030 mark or so. That's also when the Cross Island Line is slated to be completed for Hougang interchange. So if you take a look at the timeline, right now here in year 2025, this is a great chance because all you need to do is just maybe hold for the next 3 to 5 years, continue to ride on the development growth here together with all the transformations that's going to happen in the next 5 years. You're going to get a brand new township that's going to come up. You're going to have a lot of exciting maybe GLS towards the Paya Lebar transformation area that's going to set like new pricing benchmarks, new residential nodes, new commercial nodes, new industrial nodes, and just fronting towards that, that's also where the Leong Halus industrial area is. If you take a look at the master plan, there are already quite a few confirmed sites in terms of industrial plots, and that's also going to bring you another tenant pool in the future. So in terms of whether it's rentability, whether you're coming in for investment, or maybe you're just going to work closer from home in future, I think that the D19 area is set to benefit a lot from all these upcoming transformations in the next 5 to 10 years. Alright, so we have come to the end of the home tour. If you love what you have seen, you love the condition of this home, and you love this private facing as well, that it gives you that quietness as well as that serenity in a mega development that allows you to enjoy all the facilities you have within this project itself. Great accessibility, great connectivity. With just a monthly income of $6,000, this home could be yours as long as the numbers make sense to you. Then do come and check out this unit with us. My name is Caline Leong. This is PropertyLimBrothers. Always happy to show you the place. That's going to help. So it's to install zip tracks on both sides. So this would be the main master bedroom, or rather like it's only a one bedroom. One more time, I'm so sorry. So over here, this is where you can fit in like your three-seater sofa. Sorry. Neighboring blocks, but about one more time, sorry.